Well, we've arrived in Spearfish. As you can see, it's night time and there's a bit of a story. So what I'll do is I'll tell you the story tomorrow. Good night. Nothing quite like the smell of bacon cooking. So as the breakfast cooks, I'm not sure whether we call this part a confession or a progress report. No, I think it's more of a confession. So yesterday we got all our times confused. The beauty of being retired is that really you're not overly bothered what day it is or what time it is. So we have been crossing time zones obviously as we're heading east. So as we left Washington State and then into Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, South Dakota, we forgot that the clocks go back because it's fall, and here in the US we do that on the 5th of November. So yesterday we get up and we thought it was 6:30, which is what the time we normally get up on a travel day is. No, it was 5:30. So what we did was we set off and we got to the campground that we were going to get to, and it was only 12 o'clock. So we thought, let's just keep going. The only problem was that as we carried on, we didn't quite realise how long this was going to take to get here, and we arrived in the dark, which is something we'd vowed we'd never do. And thankfully this place is lit up like a Christmas tree, and it wasn't that bad setting up, but it could have been a completely different story. So the moral of the story is, if you've got plans, stick to it. Keep a note of what time it is in the time zone that you're in, and you hopefully won't get into the situation we got in where you were setting up in the dark. Okay, it's breakfast time. Ooh, crispy bacon. Yum. Okay, so before we leave Spearfish and get on our merry way back towards Florida, we've come here today to I think it's called, I think you pronounce it Belle Fourche or Belle Fourche, and I've probably completely killed the pronunciation, but basically this is the location of the geographical center of the continental United States of America. So let's go and check it out. I'm now standing on the geographical center of continental United States of America, right here.
Right now?
Right now. Now this is neat. On our travels last year, we went all the way down there, which is San Diego, and while we were there we went onto a beach and actually discovered that this pier that we were on was the most southwesterly point in continental USA. And then we travelled all the way down here into Texas, but then what we had to do was to go all the way up to Elkhart in Indiana to get the RV repaired. And while we were there, we took that opportunity, because the RV was there for a month. We went all the way up to Prince Edward Island in Canada to visit some friends, and we actually crossed back into Maine, and just where we crossed outside Calais was the point that is the most northeasterly point of the continental USA. And on this trip now we are going to come all the way down into Florida. We're going to ride out on the Keys and go to Key West and go to the point that is the most southeasterly point. And I know you might consider this to be cheating, but we also have been to Vancouver Island, to Victoria, which is just off the coast here on the northwesterly point of continental USA. So basically now we've been in the middle, we've been up there, we've been down there, we've been over there, and we're gonna go down there. How cool is that?